Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Welcome to day 1128. The Alabama Supreme Court ruled that frozen embryos created through in vitro fertilization are children under the state's Wrongful Death of a Minor Act. The Alabama ruling permits 3 couples to sue for wrongful death after their frozen embryos were destroyed in an accident at a fertility clinic. The state Supreme Court ruled that unborn children are children, including extrauterine children, and therefore covered under the state's Wrongful Death of a Minor law. Chief Justice Tom Parker wrote, "Even before birth, all human beings have the image of God, and their lives cannot be destroyed without effacing His glory." The court's ruling threatens the entire IVF industry in the state, since the standard medical procedure during treatment is to extract multiple eggs from a woman, fertilize them to create embryos, transfer one embryo into the uterus in order to maximize the chances of successful implantation, and then store the remaining embryos that were genetically normal. The White House press secretary said the Alabama ruling was exactly the type of chaos we expected when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade and paved the way for politicians to dictate some of the most personal decisions families can make. Meanwhile, the University of Alabama at Birmingham health system paused all IVF procedures following the court decision due to fear of criminal prosecution and lawsuits. Meanwhile, Trump privately told advisors and allies that he supports a 16-week national abortion ban, but wants to wait until after he secures the Republican presidential nomination to discuss his views publicly. Trump reportedly told a source, "Know what I like about 16? It's even. It's 4 months." Trump, however, said he does support exceptions for rape, incest, or to save the life of the mother. The Trump campaign called the reporting fake news, but declined to say what, if any, national-level abortion policy Trump does support. Moving on, the former FBI informant charged with lying about the Bidens has extensive and extremely recent contacts with Russian intelligence agencies. Federal prosecutors said Alexander Smirnov admitted that officials associated with Russian intelligence were involved in passing a story about Hunter Biden. Smirnov was arrested and charged with making a false statement and creating a false and fictitious record. His claims were a key part of the Republican impeachment inquiry into Biden. Democrats have called for an end to the probe after the Smirnov indictment, but Republicans have instead claimed their case is not reliant on the false claims and instead said they would continue to follow the facts. Republicans also deleted references to the discredited FBI informant in a letter they sent to a potential witness in their impeachment inquiry. And finally, Biden canceled an additional $1.2 billion in student loan debt for roughly 153,000 borrowers. The loan forgiveness covers borrowers who are enrolled in Biden's loan repayment program, called the Saving on a Valuable Education Plan, who initially borrowed $12,000 or less and have been repaying their debt for at least 10 years. The latest round of debt relief brings the total to $138 billion of student debt for nearly 3.9 million borrowers since Biden took office. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.